Hey, have you ever wondered why your child or your teen is disrespectful? What I want you to do is pay attention to how you talk to them and how you convey whatever it is you all are talking about, like instructions, the way you talk to them in general, like when you get upset with them, stuff like that. So today we're going to talk about the parents not controlling their emotions. So with talking about the root of why your child may not be respecting you. The older they get, the bolder they get. The older they get, they feel like they can say things as if they were a grown up. Their attitude can be very disrespectful. So I want you to think about how you convey and how you talk to your teen, how you talk to your children. In our community, I've seen so many parents, so many adults talk to children like they are adults, cursing them, yelling at them, doing a lot of things. I see a lot of social media with parents embarrassing their children. This is not really acceptable as a parent. When you decide to have a child, you decide that you're going to be the example of how you want your child to be once they grow up. Not now, but once they grow up. So that means you're going to treat them with the integrity that you would like them to treat you when they get older. You want your kids, or you want your children, your grown adults, to first of all be respectful to themselves. So when you yelling at them, when you cursing them out like they're grown people, all of this stuff is going into their spirit. All of this stuff is going into their mind. So all of that stuff that they're going through, they're not only going through the things that they go through in school, but children and teens are going through a lot of stuff in the home as well. So you want to make sure that your home is a place where they can open up, a place where they can say, how they feel, where they can come to you personally and talk to you one-on-one. So you want your child to feel that comfortable with you. You want them to be able to tell you anything. It doesn't matter. This is why you have to be mentally stable when you have children. And if you're not before you have children, you have to change. You have to, once you decide to have a child, your life changes. So your life becomes different in the way of you are responsible for a human being. You are responsible for how they think when they grow up, how they handle things when they grow up, what their mindset is about. So the words that you are putting in them should be encouraging words, soft words. Sometimes you do have to be stern and disrespectful, and telling them without backing down does not mean you have to yell, does not mean that you have to curse your child out. That is not what you should have to do. And if you have a close enough relationship with your child, then you definitely will be able to get across those points that you're trying to make to your child. So when you're talking to your child, talk to them with integrity. Make them respect you from the time that they are small. A lot of parents now don't require or don't reinforce the yes ma'am and no ma'am. Somebody saying yes ma'am and no ma'am to you is very respectful. That's where the respect starts. The yes ma'am, the no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, things like that. It teaches them respect, and it makes you feel good that somebody is saying that to you as your child, because they respect you, and that's a lot of things. A lot of that is not in the homes now. The respect level. You want to always teach your children respect, and you always want to show them respect by respecting them as well. We as parents, we have to be the example. It is no way around it. If you're not the example, if you're being disrespectful to your child, you're cussing them out, you calling them whatever it is that you want to call them, lazy, this, that, you saying that in front of other people, you embarrassing them and stuff like that. This means that your relationship with them are not close enough, because you don't respect them enough to not embarrass them in front of people. So you want to get a closer relationship with your child, so your child can respect you later on in life, because some things you can't come back from. We as adults remember everything that our parents say to us that hurts us. We hold that in our hearts, and we remember that. And some of the teens and even the grown-ups, they take that on and start feeling that about themselves. And then you end up with a child or a grown adult that's depressed and don't know how to handle their emotions. So today's video is mainly about, how you respect yourself and how you respecting your children that's in the home. And another thing, you don't let other people disrespect your children either. I don't care how close of friends you are with someone. I don't care if your boyfriend, your husband, or whoever it is. You got to have an adult conversation behind those doors and let them know that you're not gonna, do this to my child, because the things that you're doing and the things that you are saying to my child might affect them later on in life. It affects their emotions. It affects all of that. And what this does to a child is it creates fear. It creates fear within them. And it's not that they're doing things out of respect. They're doing things out of fear of what you might say to them or how you might treat them if they don't do it. So would you not inputting, or would you not teaching them respect, and you putting a fear in them? We always say put fear in, you got to put that fear in them so they won't be out here doing a lot of stuff. But you also got to have that relationship with them where so they can come back and tell you anything, like y'all have that relationship and stuff. So the relationship is really important. It's very important, because as long as you got that relationship and your child is respecting you, and you've taught them respect, and you've taught them what life is about, then they can always come back and talk to you. When they stop talking to you, when they stop coming to you about things, and you find out later about something that's done happened with them, or how they felt or whatever through somebody else, or through the evidence of something, and you never knew that about your child, that's because your relationship was not where you thought it was. So make sure that you are creating a good relationship with your child. I've heard parents say we don't have a relationship. So what you have to do, if they get a little older and you find out they're doing things that's so disappointing to you, you have to figure out, where did our relationship start going down? Where did our relationship end up? So I'm going to look at the notes that I put down for things that you can do to help your relationship with your child without cursing, without yelling at them, without doing that. You can make a lot of sense by not yelling, not cursing them out, and just doing exactly what you say you're going to do. Like if you tell them, you sit down and talk to them and you say, if you do not do this in the time frame that you're supposed to do this certain things, this is what I'm going to do. And you make them aware of that. And once you make them aware of that, you don't have to yell at them. You just do what you said you was going to do. Don't let them off the hook. Don't say you got another chance. Don't do that. Just do what you said you're going to do. If you say I'm going to take that phone, or you're not going over such and such house, whatever it is you say that they cannot do, if they don't do what they supposed to be doing, then you have to be held accountable as well. But the respect that you should have for your child is the same respect that you want them to have for you when you get older. So yelling and cursing and stuff doesn't make them respect you. It makes them be scared of you. Afraid of what you're going to say. Are you going to say something to hurt their feelings? Are you going to embarrass them in front of somebody? Stuff like that. So it builds anxiety, and it's not a way to really discipline. It's a way for them to feel down about themselves. Then over time they become alert of everybody's moves. They acting differently. And you have to, they start studying your tone so they know what to say and what not to say. Even if you sitting down and they might be finna tell you the truth about something, your tone or make it safe for them to say the truth, or make it safe for them to pick. It'll make them safe for you to tell the truth, or it'll make them safer not to tell you the truth. So you want to create an environment where they would tell you the truth without you yelling, without you cursing them out, without you doing all the extra stuff. So you have to be in control of your emotions. You can't do that when it comes to raising your children. And so another thing, they start walking on eggshells. Emotional instability is what's going on. Emotional instability. So the name calling becomes their identity sometimes. They start saying that they're lazy. They start acting that way. Whatever you're saying, they start carrying that out. Acting like they lazy, dramatic, especially when they get older. They start thinking they stupid, or worse. So especially during the years of their middle school years and their high school years. If this is going on, you might see some depression. The identity at this point is fragile. So with you cursing them out and with you yelling at them and stuff like that, calling them out their name, whatever it is you might call them, that is creating a psychological impact similar to other forms of trauma. So you don't want to create that. Words become internal. Words become an internal dialogue. So that's what they'll be thinking to themselves. And later, they will repeat the same words to themselves. And they will repeat it to someone else as well. They'll play you out. They'll play the things that's been said to them with someone else. So yelling rewires their nervous system. Chronic yelling activates fight or flight. Chronic yelling, like yelling all the time, it creates anxiety, anger issues, emotional shutdown, aggression, or people pleasing. Some kids grow up and they just loud. Some grow up silent. Both of these are coping mechanisms. So it damages trust. If a child feels attacked instead of corrected, they stop coming to you. And that's what I was talking about earlier. So with them having those feelings, they stop coming to you, and then y'all start being disconnected. Even if you was close at an earlier age, you start being disconnected. So, and you train them not to, be connected, or you train them not to come to you. And I see a lot of parents telling kids to get out their face. They might come and talk to them or whatever. If y'all, play around like that, or if, when your child is playing or not, but when your child has something to talk to you about, don't tell them to get out your face. Do not tell them to get out your face. I take that personally. But, and when I see parents like just cussing their kids out, it just hurt me to my heart. It's like they cursing me out. That's how I feel when I hear this, whether it's on the internet, social media, or I'm over somebody's house and they talking to their kids like that, or they're allowing somebody to talk to their kids like that. This just mistreatment to me, and that I don't like that. So I'm gonna point out some things that you can start doing. And if you like this video so far, go ahead and follow me and share this video. Go on my other social medias, join me over there, and I would like for you to push that button so you'll know when I upload another video. But so let's move on to, let me tell you how you can help the relationship, help you and your child's relationship moving forward. So now here's a part of the parents. Parents, this is what you need to do, okay? But you have the decision to do this or not. So you got to take ownership. That's number one in anything. Anything that you've done wrong or that you've learned that you've done wrong, you do have to take ownership of that, okay? So we have to take ownership of it. Saying that you was wrong for yelling, talk to your child and stuff and let them know that why you do it that way and stuff like that. You don't have to go into details of your mental state and stuff, because sometimes kids will take on that burden as well, as far as your mental state, your struggles and stuff like that, but because they have their own struggles, so and just let them know that you're sorry and stuff, and how you feel you don't feel that way, and that you was wrong about what you said, and make them feel safe. It'll make them feel safer. So you got to create emotional pause rules before responding. So what you do is you step away. When you getting upset, step away. Go take a drink of water. Go do something. Step away. So that's what you need to do. Take a minute. Get your mind right, before you go and talk to the child. Step away from, even if you in the midst of whatever it is they doing, you let them know, sit down right here for a minute. I'll be back, and then get your mind right and come back. That part. So you replace reaction with structure. So what you do is, instead of yelling, you make clear rules about things, whatever the situation is. Clear rules. And a lot of kids, a lot of children and teens, they just do whatever because they have never been in any structure. Structure deletes a lot of stuff, whether you believe it or not. It's work, but it makes things clear. Just like we have our daily routine, like our jobs and things we have to get ourselves together for. We have a routine that we do before we go to work the next day. It's the same thing with kids growing up. You have to give them the routine, show them the routine that you want them to have. And this will create you a better and a more peaceful home. So you make the rules clear, right? You clear consequences, what I was talking about earlier. Clear, consistency. That reduces a blow up. It'll reduce, emotional, you getting emotional, you yelling and stuff like that. It'll reduce all of that. So rebuild the connection intentionally. So you got weekly check-ins, okay? One-on-one time with your child. I believe in that one-on-one time. When you have one-on-one time with a person, you really find out who they are, and you can tell a lot of things about them. And so that goes with your child too. You know your child, but even if you got 10, do one-on-ones with each one of them. You'll find out a lot about how different they are, what they think, all of this stuff. You'll know who is who and what they like, all this stuff. So take time out with each one of your children, even if it ain't number 15, 20 minutes. If you got 10 kids, pick out a day and stuff and spend some one-on-one time with them. Ask how they feel about your parenting, like what they think, what can we do better or whatever. But not to let them go overboard with that though. You're the parent. So you always set the standards and the rules, but you have to make them feel like they are involved and they are doing it. Same thing when you do the consequences. You let them choose their consequence. So they'll be clear, this is the consequence I'm going to get because I chose it if I don't do what it is that I need to do. Okay? So you make that clear and listen without defending yourself. If they talking about things that you've done that hurt them and stuff, just listen to them. Just hear them out and then have an open mind about what they're saying. So let's break the cycle of yelling and stuff like that. And if you want some extra or something that'll guide you, I'm going to put a link in the description box. So you go into my beacons and you can get a free template of these things that you can try in your home that will help you. And that's what I had to talk about today. So I've had a good time talking about this, and this is something that always stay on my mind with parents, yelling and stuff like that at their kids, cursing them out and stuff, because when the kids get older, they're gonna think they can do the same to you. They're gonna think they can curse you out and stuff. And you got to know that you're going to get older and you're not going to move around as well. You're not going to be doing the things that you used to do. And you're going to change. But your kids still going to remember those things that you used to say to them. And they can either heal from it or they can go a whole different route and be this dark person or this mean person because of what happened to them when they was younger and how they was affected mentally. And they can just put that on the next person. So you don't want your child to do that. And you want a child to be better than you. You want a child to be more respectful, more successful, more of everything that you was not. So I would like you to go ahead and follow me if you like this video. And we have come to the end of our video today. But what I want to do is I want to offer you the assistance that you need. If you do feel like you need more, you need help, you need guidance, you need, whatever it is that you need, you definitely can reach out on any one of my social medias. And we do have a program for girls, teen girls, ages 11 to 18. So just go check it out. Go and check it out. I've had a wonderful time talking to you all, and I hope and pray that your week be well and that it's safe and that you do everything that you do on purpose. And as I always say, do not let another person get you out of your character, because the peace that you have, they did not give it to you. I have a giveaway. It's not a big giveaway, and it's only for the Android people. So if you're an Android person, this is what I want you to do when I send this to you. I want you to follow me. I want you to hit that bell, and I want you to go on all my other social medias and follow me. And then I want you to put in the comments done when it's done. So this is what the giveaway is. Look at it. It's got hope on it. And it is for an Android. Yes, I said Android. I said Android. I said Android. Android 25 Ultra. S25 Ultra. That's what this is. So if you want it for free, then go ahead and comment, follow, and go on my other social medias, follow, and comment done. Have a blessed one. Love y'all. Bye.